In my presentation, I will be talking about increasing learning by using note-taking strategies, and will present some of the strategies that are listed on Chapter 7 of the Inclusion Strategies textbook. Note-taking strategies help students by providing an encoding function that causes them to process information deeply, and by providing an external storage function that provides access to information that's not yet stored in long-term memory. For many students who have exceptional learning needs, note-taking can be an overwhelming task, as it involves many factors as sustaining their attention, grasping what the teacher is saying, discriminating between critical and irrelevant information, rewording the information into a note format, organizing it in a logical way, and writing it down quickly and in a way they can understand later. Some of the most difficult taking note problems are the students are not fast enough to write their notes. They lose their focus, don't know how to discriminate between essential and non-essential information, and many times can't interpret their notes when using them to study later. One of the note-taking strategies is teaching abbreviations. Teachers should teach abbreviation rules to students with exceptional learning needs. By learning how to abbreviate words, students with exceptional learning needs will be able to write down much more words when taking notes than they would otherwise. Some of the abbreviation rules are to use 3 or 4 letters for long words. It is also recommended to use initials for terms that will be frequently used during the lecture. A guided note is a skeleton outline of the main ideas and related concepts of a presentation with spaces left for students to insert supporting information. Guided notes reduce students' frustration, poor motivation, and off-task behaviors that are caused by poor note-taking skills. The use of strategic notes is a key that helps unlock the barriers to acquisition and proficiency and fluency of knowledge and comprehension, because attention is enhanced because the students are actively engaged. Memory is enhanced because students are required to activate prior knowledge and organize information and summarize it. Confusion is reduced because of activating prior knowledge and organizing and summarizing strategies. Organization is enhanced because the students' notes are in a meaningful format. The third column, personalized notes, help unlock the doors to knowledge and comprehension because motivation is increased when students can relate academic content to their own lives and share it with their classmates. Attention is increased when students relate content to their own lives or hear stories about their classmates. Confusion is decreased when real-life stories exemplify abstract concepts. Memory is enhanced when abstract concepts are anchored to students' life experiences. Brick-and-mortar notes are intended for use when a teacher organizes a lecture into several questions and their answers. Brick-and-mortar notes facilitate review by allowing the student to move a blank sheet down the note page and see a question without seeing its answer. By taking brick-and-mortar notes, attention is increased because the student is actively engaged in the note-taking process. Comprehension is increased because of the deep processing involved in creating questions from the notes. And memory is increased because of the deep processing and the judicious review. Teachers should guide the students on how to summarize and take notes proficiently, as many students with exceptional learning needs make poor choices about what goes into a summary. I hope you enjoyed the video.
Hi, I'm Jason.
And I'm Josie.
Readers know how to summarize. When you summarize, you use your own words to tell the most important parts of a story or a movie in a very short way. To do this, you must analyze the text and make decisions about what are the most important details and what details are not necessary to tell the main idea of the story.
How can I know what's most important in a story?
There are 6 key questions that can help you: who, where, when, what, why, and how.
How do I know who?
Answer these questions by identifying the main characters. The main characters are the most important ones in the story. In this story, we are the main characters, Jason and Josie.
What does where mean?
Telling where the story is happening is part of identifying the setting. Is the story happening on a farm, in a city, in the jungle, or maybe even on another planet? Where the story is happening will affect the action of the story.
When?
Telling when a story is taking place is the other important part of the setting. Did the story happen during the Civil War? Did it happen during the Great Depression? Is it a modern-day story, which means it could happen now, today?
I get it. So the setting of our story is a thick forest during a dark night. This setting feels sort of spooky. How do I answer the what question?
What tells what the big problem, goal, or conflict the main character is struggling to resolve? You have to think about the plot or action of the story and narrow it down to one sentence that summarizes the problem.
What does the why question mean?
Next, you need to tell why the situation is a problem or why the character wants to solve the problem or achieve the goal.
How do I answer the how question?
The last thing to include is how the problem is solved. In other words, tell how the story ends.
So when I summarize, I need to tell the main characters, the setting, the problem, and the solution.
That's right. Your goal is to tell the main idea and most important details of the story in the shortest way possible. Each time you read, think about who, where, when, what, why, and how. This will help you better understand and remember what you read, and you will become a better reader. Summarizing is telling the most important parts in the shortest way possible.